Hey everyone, Random Randy here. This is VEDA for the 19th of April 2018. As you can see, it is quite dark in here. This is the single light that I usually operate with once the kids go to sleep because the entire house is white. So having a light on reflects down the hallway and actually bounces into their room under the door. It is ridiculous. Can't wait to live in a house where we don't have to have everything beige and stupid white. Oh my lord, can't wait. Someday. So, it's been a long day. Accomplished some things, have a million other things to accomplish still. Managed to declutter counters, managed to clean up a few other things. Did another portion of the toy purge, so I now have separate boxes. I have stuff to donate. I have stuff that once I have open space in my trash bin will get thrown away because it's all broken. Yeah, tons of fun. Just got the dishes done, made banana chocolate chip cookies, and the kids and I ate about 2/3 of them. Oops. But that's okay because we also went to the playground. And by went to the playground, I mean we went to the playground that's about a half-mile walk away. And I took the wagon, so the kids walked on the way down, and on the way back, it was me dragging their heavy butts back up the hill after them being exhausted from playing for over an hour in the wagon. So, the combined weight of my children and the weight of the wagon, it was about 120 extra pounds I was dragging up the hill. So I think my workout's covered for the day. I feel like my workout is covered for the day. Do I feel like it burned off all of those cookies? Do I feel like it burned off all of those cookies that I ate? No. Unfortunately, no. However, better than doing nothing and sitting around on my butt all day. So I got a lot of little things cleaned up. Tomorrow's supposed to be another sunny day, so what I want to do is get all the things done tonight that I need to get done, which mostly involves approximately 5 baskets full of laundry getting folded. And I have 4 episodes of Altered Carbon left to watch, so I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 of those in, folding laundry, and then maybe I'll be able to sit and chill and crochet a little bit. Maybe. We'll see. Not holding my breath on that one, though. So I want to get all the stuff done tonight that I can so that tomorrow, first thing in the morning, provided it's still sunny, I want to wet vac the carpets to get rid of all of the gunk and goo and tracked in things from having children and a dog. Because as I just mentioned earlier, everything in this house is white and beige, and it is horrendous. I hate that I could vacuum it 5 times a day and it still looks filthy because there's stuff pressed into the carpet that I'm going to have to treat with stain remover and then hit with the wet vac, and it should be nice enough tomorrow to open up the windows so that everything can dry more quickly without me having to crank the heat in the house to fry the hell out of it so it will dry efficiently. Mom life and housewife life, it's never ending. So for everybody who watched Yarn Talk yesterday, I did get to read comments. I have not gotten to reply to them yet. I am planning on making a pattern for the Dark Druid Duster that will be available for everybody. I think I'm going to do my pattern releases with a free video and a paid written pattern. I think that's pretty much how I'm going to operate from here on out. Unless it's something super simple like a washcloth, I don't think that warrants a paid written pattern when it's you know, repeat these 2 rows until it's the size that you want it. Yeah, no. That doesn't warrant money, in my opinion. Hello, Renegade. And I am nearly at 1,500 subscribers now. I know that I said I was going to do a giveaway at 1,300 subscribers, but my subscriber count has been increasing so rapidly that I'm just going to wait until I get like the next 8 people or whatever it is until I hit 1,500. And that'll give me a couple of days to get everything put together into the bag that I want to have together. Because I'm not even 100% sure what I'm going to finish filling it with at this point. Don't know. So, I guess that is really it for me because I don't have anything insightful or useful to offer today. I am just beat and standing hurts, but unfortunately I have 5 baskets of laundry that need to get folded and they won't get folded sitting on my duff. So, yeah. Oh, and I got to work on my spicy granny top and finish the second square and have the first sleeve-ish portion done. I'm writing it down as I go. It might be something that I replicate for a pattern in the future. I'm not 100% yet, so when it gets completely done, I will figure out whether I'm gonna bother writing it up or not. We'll see. So, I guess that is it for me for today. And I will see you all sometime in the next couple of days. With the weather getting better, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do daily vlogs. I'll try and record a little bit every day, and then maybe every few days just kind of montage the past couple 2 or 3 days together. It'll probably be easier that way, and then you'll get a video that's of significant length, like maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, as opposed to the little short snippets that I've been coming up with lately. So, thank you so much everybody for watching. If you stuck around this long listening to me talk about my super exciting domestic life. And I will catch you all in the next video. Bye. Hey everyone, Random Randy here, VEDA day 20, with some in between that have been skipped because life happens. This is going to be pretty short and sweet, primarily because I have a complaint about the way the Knit Picks sport weight hanks of yarn are wound. The way that they are wound and the horrendously thin, snapping, ungodly yarn snot tangle inducing ties that they have on them are giving me fits. I spent the better part of well over an hour with my Swift and winding by hand balls of yarn from either end of the mess because I had to keep looping it through all of the tangles and switching to the other one and going back in the other direction. Yeah. So I managed to get a few other hanks of the sport weight yarn dyed. I did a few of them in the gradient since everybody seemed to think that was so super ultra cool. So I now have 2, and that doesn't look anything even remotely similar, which is so weird. So using the exact same dye, this is the vermilion dye. Got this, which looks mostly red, and this, which looks much more pink, which is aggravating beyond words regardless. They are both gradient. They go from very light to deeply saturated. And then I have 2 of the black gradient. And this was my second attempt at a black gradient, and it really almost turned out more two-toned than anything. It's a gray and a black, and there's a little bit of a lighter portion up top, but it just, I guess I must have added a touch too much dye, so even though I allowed them to soak separately for the same amount of time, this one is more of kind of a steely blue than a gray, and it has some really light, almost white bits here, as opposed to this, which is barely colored at all and super light on the end. So yeah, those were fun. And I had one that I really, really, really liked, which was speckled, and it was pink and black. I should have taken a picture of it before I attempted to wind it because I knew it was going to be a nightmare. I could tell by the fact that when I squeezed the water out of it to hang it up that I could not get parts of it to lay flat. Somehow. It was all kinds of tangled and mixed up together. And I'm actually going to show you a couple of pictures of what I had to deal with to be able to get this to become one cohesive piece. And I was borderline ready to just cut it in half and cut my losses and keep it for myself, even though I'm not a pink person, because I could not in good conscience sell a skein of yarn that had knots in it, even though some manufacturers think that's totally kosher and okay. I don't. So, yeah. That picture with all the fun bits dangling off, and how there were 2 separate balls of yarn, and then at the end I finally still had 2 balls of yarn that just had the 1 string between them. So I had kept the center portion hanging out so that I would be able to wind from that once I got it all together so I could just make it into one cake. No fun, but I got it done. And it took a lot longer than I was expecting because I needed to get the kids ready for bed, and I was like, oh, this won't take me that long. Well, 20 minutes after when I should have been reading them their last story, I was finally done with this. And I have this really weird cough all of a sudden that just pops up out of nowhere. It's been happening all day. I'll just be in the middle of speaking and all of a sudden I'm just out of nowhere. I have no idea. Washington weather has not been kind to me, put it that way. So, you won't really be able to appreciate how awesome the speckled pooling is on this because it's in a cake now, which is a bummer because it was so nice and I was so pleased with it. So I'm gonna make a second one, but before I bother dyeing any more of this sport weight yarn, I'm going to add 2 more of my own ties to it so that the stupid strands don't get all tangled and twisted because, oh my lord, I could have killed somebody. It was that bad. So, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see this, but this is the vermilion and black speckle to go with the gradient that I did. Like I said, you won't really be able to see it as well because you're just getting little tiny bits and pieces of the color, but it's so nice. So pretty. Like I said, I'm not a pink person, but I really like the way it turned out. So this go quite well with these all together, which is what I'm going for rather than just doing piecemeal hodgepodge skeins. I'm trying to come up with 2 or 3 that could kind of go together somehow. Yeah, so that was fun. But now it's all good, and now I can squeeze it to vent my frustration at how much of my time of my life it ate today. It's all good because it's all done now. But yes. Oh, there's a spot where you can really see the super bright pops in it. I really, really like it. I kind of want to do a swatch with it because it gave me such fits, just to see how it looks together. I've been thinking about doing that with my yarns, but the ones that are still in hang form that aren't in cake form, that would be difficult to rewind them later, so maybe I'll get adventurous and cake a few of them and make swatches so that people can see how the yarn will look once it's worked up. Because I haven't really had any hits on my worsted weight yarns yet. It's still mostly the sock weight, fingering weight, and that's pretty much been it. It's just sock weight yarns. I'm hoping to get a DK to try. I want to sell off a bit more before I bother getting a whole other batch of yarn because it really is cheaper to just buy it in a bulk pack of 20. And tonight I finally got enough stuff amassed in my cart from Amazon to get my free Prime shipping, so hopefully in the next couple of days, probably beginning of next week, I will have my tie-dye kit, so I will be able to get the cotton dyed. That is my big thing I want to get done next week, is get all of the cotton dyed, because summertime is nigh, and that cotton, it is 100% organic cotton. I feel that it would look very, very nice in some tops, not just in washcloths, but in tops. Something wearable, because that is some nice cotton. Super, super nice. I'm just agitated. This right here. Agitation. However, the way that all of the pinks and the blacks and the whites go together, this reminds me of Deborah Norville's Everyday Yarn in the Parfait colorway, which is pretty cool. So I've got all of those done, and the Wrong Side of Heaven 5-Finger Death Punch yarns that I hadn't even listed in my shop yet. One of my viewers messaged me on Etsy and she asked if he could do a special order, and I'm like, yeah, sure. So I just snapped a picture and finished it up, and I'll be getting that in the mail hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then definitely first thing Monday morning at the latest. I might even take it to the post office. If I don't make it to the post office before it closes tomorrow, I might just take it there anyway so that it'll get processed, but it won't get shipped out until probably Monday. That's gonna be going all the way to the UK, which is pretty cool. So Killian has decided that sleep is not on his agenda for the evening, which is super, super fun. I'm excited. Can you tell? I'm excited. So on that note, I'm gonna go put my youngest back in bed because I just read them the longest Dr. Seuss book in the history of everness, Dr. Seuss's sleep book, and he's still awake. And it is nearing 10 o'clock. And I need to have some just mommy time or I'm gonna lose my mind. So hope you all had an awesome Friday. Hope you have lots of awesome plans for the weekend. And I will see you in another video sometime in the next few days. So until then, have a good night. And thanks for watching. Bye.